Hello friends, welcome to Super Stocks Funda channel. Today I am talking about the savings versus investing. So now the question rises, what is savings? The savings are primarily for short-term needs, emergencies or specific goals. Like example, buying a car, vacation or building an emergency fund is about preserving your money and ensuring it's readily wallet available. If you have a money in your bank account, so you can easily accessible. Okay, and first we the our priority is to create an emergency fund which is for 6 to 9 months. And if you are a student and if your income is very low like 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, so you have to create an emergency fund for up to 12 to 15 months. Okay, yeah, you can see my video which is on the I button. You can click on the I button. Okay, now the question rises, what is investment? So investment is for designed for long term wealth growth. Investing involves putting money into assets like stocks, bonds or real estate to grow your wealth over time, potentially yielding higher returns than savings short term. See in Okay, investment is for long term period like 20 years, 30 years. And see, investment is only for when you don't need that money for up to 15 to 20 years or 30 years. Okay, it's just like that you use that money when you have some sort of like retirement or something else whenever you need the most, and in a very short amount. If you have a corpus around 2 crores in the investment, then you can withdraw around 1 lakh 2 lakhs per month, so that we can talk a lot about later. But yes, investment is only for long term wealth growth, and savings is only for the short term needs. And you first have a priority that you have to create an emergency fund which is around 6 to 9 months. Now you say that, yeah, bro, I know that you are talking about savings, first focus on emergency fund like that. But what about inflation? Yeah, I know that in savings, inflation can erode the purchasing power of money saved in low interest accounts. For example, if inflation is higher than your interest rate, you're effectively losing money over time. But don't think about that. Just focus on your savings that you have an emergency fund, because if you have an emergency fund and your income is very low, then you know that if I'm talking about investment, then how much you can earn. But if you have an emergency fund or something like that in bank account, so you can uh, take a course or you can learn some sort of skills, and your income will be grow automatically. But if you put investment, then you see that daily the interest or something like that, so you can distract easily and you couldn't do much think about your skills or something like that. First focus on your income, bro. Now question arises, which should you focus on? Now I or give you very savings is for only for short-term goals and emergency preparedness. Having a solid savings buffer allows you to avoid going into debt when unexpected expenses arises. Like if you have a savings account, so you can't go for a credit card debt or something like that. First create a savings account, first create an emergency fund. And in investment, it is necessary for long-term financial goals such as retirement or significant wealth accumulation. By investing, you are taking advantage of the power of compounding and seeking higher returns over time. But it is only for long-term financial goals. Okay, for around 15, 20, 30 years, more than 20 years, you always remember that investment is only for about more than 20 years. If my portfolios goes down, goes up, I don't think about so much. But if you are, I'll talk about later where you have put your money, like in a stock market or in mutual funds or in equity, in debt, in I'll create everything if just comment down below. Okay. You know what? I'll talk about the strategies also, like savings focuses on security, accessibility, and stability. Yeah, you know that it gives in a stability, it gives in security. A solid savings strategy might include building an emergency fund, typically 3 to 6 months of expenses. But bro, like if your income is very low, so you have to create around 15 to 18 months. Okay, think about that only. And savings for short-term goals. An investment aims to build wealth over time through a diversified portfolio of assets. Investors usually adopt a strategy like dollar cost averaging, or it's just something like that. But yeah, you have an idea that some people are investing for in mutual funds or equity, but remember that it is only for long term, around 20 to 25 years. Yeah, that's all, bro. Thank you so much. If you have any query, so please comment down, and I hope you like my videos. Thank you so much.